Sub-Sahara way for you. So it's finally time we are going to react to the DMC5 Incorrect Summary made by Max0r. Let's get started.
Garry's Mod 5 is a fighting hack and slash game where you play as a single family of Nirvana backup singers and their detachable appendages, struggling to stop
like I'm already have for Virgil theme, for the Nero theme as well.
mankind's ultimate foes, Virgin and Urinate, who are peaceful environmentalists attempting to grow a tree in their yard. You play as our intrepid heroes, Dante Inferno, Nero Claudius, and the Roman numeral 5, as they attempt to run their small business amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Times are tough, but fortunately, Nero is forklift certified.
Like what I've heard of is that with Dante, if you play Dante, you need more like skill, you need to know the combos and shit like that, but Virgil is more the one you could spam more, I guess. I hope that's not...
you will encounter testicular torsion, skeletons, famous YouTuber Critical, the realization that you left the stove on downstairs, and Dark Souls PvP. But with enough tenacity, strength, cunning, and force of will, I will be able to tell you about what happens in the game with remarkable accuracy. Because who would want to play Devil May Cry 5? That would be stupid. So sit, lie back, and clap, enjoy, see video, run, relax, and enjoy an incorrect summary of Noise Level High 5. Our story begins with Nero here in his garage, tending to his new Lamborghini. While faced with the acquisition of knowledge, Nero finds a small man standing outside.
Need to acquire it.
What is that music?
What?
Wait, what the fuck?
What the hell? It's his brother?
So he steals his whole arm in one quick motion. Then he uses the arm to go to the Fuda dimension. That way he can never be seen again. So like a week passes and now the big tree exists. This is a completely unrelated incident, soon to be resolved, as the now one-armed Nero and his new friend 5 are already inside of it. The two head forward into a dungeon, remarking how Dante invited them over for a picnic, when suddenly Nero spots a letter from the Demon King Urizen. Reading the letter, it specifies that the Koopalings and him have taken over the Mushroom Kingdom, and that Dante is now a permanent guest at one of his 7 Koopa hotels.
Oh my God.
Nero begins traversing the Walmart garden section when he encounters a bee.
Like,
Thinking quickly, Nero just shoots the bee
man.
since guns work and are the most effective means of self-defense. You must head on without me, Nero. My bird is crashing. Your what?
Oh my God.
Fucking Vista. Nero shoots through his enemies until he reaches the throne room of Urinate. He finds Dante passed out, and Urinalysis, like every true-blooded American, is in his Fox News chair. With no other options, Nero forces Urinoscopy to shift from beating up old people to beating up cripples.
Like the best part of Devil May Cry, you can tell me always, is it's just the style meter. Like,
you people, why are you in my house?
Best
Please leave
decision.
or I will have to.
Without it, it would be half as good, like, I'm being honest, man.
So Uridine punches them to death, and the Mario brothers are forced to escape. Nero's only recourse now is to hopefully get strong enough to grow a new arm and live to challenge Urinemic again. Kylo Ren, however, is just a fucking pussy who's not going to do anything. Even after the tree eats everyone, he's just like, how fucking do plants grow? So like another week passes, and now Nero is being driven by a woman, a terrible mistake. As if to spite Nero, she drives intentionally into a group of bees. This prompts the greatest credit sequence known to mankind. It gave me a filmmaking boner. So Nero becomes trapped in the slow motion dimension for a week until he's able to get off at Atlanta. Here, Nero enters a sex shop and finally purchases a fisting device. He then uses it in legal self-defense in order to bypass the bee rights laws of 1994. Nero's gameplay consists of expert use of his sword, along with proper mastery of his great array of vibrators, all with different specialties and abilities. This one, for instance, vibrates the fucking electromagnetic field, or this one, which vibrates his position in space-time. Atlanta's fucked up. Nero then proceeds to fight all 2 enemies that are available.
Gameplay-wise, I was personally not the biggest fan of Nero.
To him before assuming the role of a Brazilian logging company. Have you ever tried fighting a plant before? It's very easy.
Get him,
like it was years ago when I played, and I don't even have the game. Like I played it somewhere else.
Teleporting van.
You're what? Alright. Nero proceeds to wander aimlessly through the city. Nero proceeds to fight aimlessly through the city. Along the way, he encounters sedans, angry sedan owners, hotels,
but I watch a bit of the lore. I think, yeah.
Indescribable summary. And Italian business owners. Now motivated, Nero takes to the city streets to probably do something eventually. Feeling bored, he takes to the phone and calls Amazon single-day delivery shipping at 11:59 p.m. God bless those drivers. As Nero makes his way to the church, he accidentally steps on one of those Amazon ordering buttons and buys an entire ambulance.
What the... Okay. But that's classic DMC, man.
Man, I sure do hope you speak English. Oh, he's British? Fucking dick.
Unfortunately, this ambulance delivery man is 30 seconds over his bathroom break, forcing
Both
Nero to
sides, man.
dispatch him for the good of the company. You may notice the game is trying to teach me the alphabet over here, but I refuse to learn it. Devil May
The
Cry.
thing is, Devil May Cry itself, it's not that hard of a game, but it's hard to obtain the best combos all the time. Like, it's insane.
Combat is not necessarily about survival.
And I think you've already watched like one of these videos where they try to get the best score, like the final Virgil fight. I just saw how he perfectly did everything with Dante. It was insane. I loved that.
Surviving your enemies, but fucking owning them. And depending on how stylish you are, your letter rating will potentially go up to one of the higher letters. I don't know. I was a rebel in preschool. Nero conducts an epic battle with the monster, poking
Show's
and prodding
picture
at
of
him
Ben
while he
Shapiro.
swings his titanic arms and breaks everything in sight. Eventually, the beast resorts to his ultimate attack, Vor, spitting Nero out into the streets and forming a Vor-nado
Nice.
to try and stop him. And just as it seems hopeless for our anime girl, Nero is able to find the fizz gun and slams the Amazon employee into the ground, killing him instantly.
The fuck is he saying?
Easy, man.
'Twas the moment that, after years of searching, had Twilight Sparkle finally realized that friendship was indeed magic.
What the
What
hell?
you talking about, man?
Die, bitch.
Lasagna. Lasagna.
Pardon my delay. I was catching up on some reading.
V, are you fucking disabled?
Yes, Nero,
Yes,
I
he
too
is.
have a disability. My IQ is too high.
God damn it.
Suits the character, man.
Okay. Nero proceeds to the city on a zipline, starting a cutscene 3 fucking seconds after starting the level. Now you know what bats look like. He begins heading towards the big tree, encountering enemies because this is a video game. Nero wanders into the sewers, and then out of the sewers, and then into the scissors ghost. This game has the consistency of an Escher painting. Nero kills the scissor man from Clock Tower, and then systematically loosens every single bookshelf. Feeling mischievous, Nero finds a phone and tells Nico that he's pregnant and that she needs to get there right away. He goes into a religious building for the second time today to find that God has given him the snake girl waifu that he always prayed for.
Isn't this what you always wanted?
This boss fight is what I'd like to call Toho's Bizarre Adventure, since it involves dodging an assload of projectiles and fighting your own depth perception. He cuts into a
okay.
succulent snake
But Toes 10 times harder, like, there's
body
nothing in
to find a
comparison.
fully intact woman, but the game doesn't care about her, so neither will I. Meanwhile, down the street, Kylo Ren is walking his parrot. Kylo
every
Ren is
time
forced to
thinking
find
my
a
PC
new
is
operating
crashing.
system for his parrot. He
Freaking
does this by
scamming.
scanning around and watching his cat play with excessively alive yarn. V's gameplay is very simple. You tell this guy and this guy to kill things for you, and when the time comes, read.
What the hell?
The
Like, is
major-
this a mod where he put out his book?
Majority of the difficulty comes from assuring that his frail Slovenian body does not become crushed by the weight of his hollow bones. And whenever he feels like it, V can summon Bowser. Bowser is really strong. V goes shopping in New Longyo for like 3 minutes before he calls tech support, claiming that he flattened the pins on his CPU. Upon hearing of this news, Linus Tech Tips arrives to challenge V, delivering the vengeful wrath of his 3 12K cameras. Unfortunately, this is the worst boss in the game, and I can't say that I fought him well because V doesn't fight anything. Upon killing Linus Tech Tips, V opens the doors to Sears, but sees this guy and is like,
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I wish I was
Bro.
dead. V goes
The
through
leg,
Fallout
man.
3 and is trapped by an anus, at which point he is forced to fight through the anoids. He enters a construction site but is trapped by the anus again. Do you see a pattern? Fortunately, V's fights look like a cartoon battle in a dust cloud. He encounters a giant bug and I can't think of anything funny. Please don't put this in the script. I can't tell how, but I'm winning. V finally escapes the storm drain. And to celebrate, he calls Nico and tells her that he's a YouTuber, so she comes immediately to suck his dick. Also, he's very handsome and his voice sounds extremely cool.
Run.
So anyways,
Immediately.
I saw a cringe Doomer poster and I thought to my trad self that I would show him as being a soy Wojak, and to add the correct amount of irony, I
What
threw
are
his
you
troll face who was
fucking
covering
saying?
himself in-
Find the stupid devil sword, you internet poisoned dumb fuck, before I grow a brain aneurysm.
Damn, she was just about to miss my 60-minute presentation on the Warhammer 40k lore. Hello!
I
Was
would have
that
watched
about
it,
a
man.
devil sword?
Nothing, it's not important anyways. Do you use Reddit? V is now forced to battle the Arch Redditor, and to do this, he will need to use all of the skills that he has already used, such as dodging, flying, and watching. This boss fight is one of the best in the game, as V is forced to remain mobile, balancing the damage of his minions while overcoming the caffeinated super ranting of the Redditoid. Those are real words, I guess. But through mastery of V's delegation skills, our hero puts up a legendary
Isn't the music like from another game, like Metal Gear Rising?
battle, and after an immense and prolonged struggle, he moves in for the kill and finally slays his horse. We killed his horse. Then he just walks away. V sprained his ankle or something. Meanwhile, down the street, Nero attempts to get into Sears and accidentally becomes Sonic the Hedgehog. It's time to begin another shit boss. This time, he will be killing an imported giraffe before those bastards of the USDA can steal it from him. I'm not going to dwell on this. You hit his legs to go up, and when you go up, you hit him, and then he dies.
Easy.
Yo.
So now they're outside a subway station when V comes in. Yes, I know it doesn't make sense, and he's here to tell us some important information.
You can't travel through here in a car.
So now we're entering Sears on foot, I guess, and contained within are the secret Geico saboteurs. The Sears mission has the great gimmick of introducing the Sears catalog, who is tasked with birthing affordable and great prices onto Nero, all of which he must fight the urge to purchase. The primary gameplay of these encounters is eliminating the Sears catalogs while juggling the great deals that they produce. And with enough strength and dedication, Nero can save 50% or more on his car insurance. Please let me see my family, Geico Lizard. I didn't do anything wrong. Little Caesar's Pizza finds a phone and, as a joke, tells Nico that the McRib is back.
Immediately bashes him. Like, what the hell?
You can't travel
This car has complete insane plot armor. It's insane.
here.
What the hell?
Now, with our presence in the level completely invalidated, we exit the Sears into
But
the
nothing
city
really
and
makes
towards the
sense,
stage to meet up with Kylo Car Denier, only to be interrupted by a musical number.
Oompa loompa dippity dive.
Proto
I
Angela.
will end your fucking life. Oompa loompa dippity dunk. This game's better than Cyberpunk.
Hey, this is fucking hilarious. Where'd you find these guys?
I have rigged the entire stage to roll around like Hot Wheels. Huh? Our heroes are now forced to fight the Oompa Loompas in one of the most crazy, chaotic, and fun boss battles of the entire game. Just listen to that music, dude. It's better than getting a YouTube collaboration with virtual YouTuber Tsunamaki Watame. Please. Our heroes tear through the enemy.
What the-
Probably. I can't really tell what's happening until only their boss remains, and then you kill him like a video game enemy.
V, why did you rig the stage to roll around?
It was to save time, Nero.
What do you mean save time?
We don't have time for questions.
Why not?
A Redditor told me that there's a sword in that house, Nero. I have to get the sword.
This guy again.
Yeah.
Nero's path to reaching the Demon
Like,
King is
if you get this, it would be insane. Like, but this car is like the car from Chainsaw Man, like Kobaniska.
now laid before him, and he moves in to finally
Huge
face
blood
him
armor.
within one mission's length of walking distance. We took like 30 minutes to get through a subway station, and Nero's just gonna traverse a town and walk up a tree in like 2 seconds. He bites up to the root of the tree. At the bottom of a root have thing tree in it. Many entities. The imposter is sus. Nero finally succumbs to 4, effectively simulating a
What?
Chinese elevator as I struggle to narrate the 50 combat
man.
encounters. Now we are higher up the tree, and all it took was my sense of location, altitude, and timing. Nero struts in confidently, only to encounter the long-dead soul of a loyal Shia militant, who gracefully died in the name of the Ayatollah. Nero smacks it to death nearly instantly.
It's
That
getting
was a
political,
lot of
man.
build-up for a basic enemy. We go up into the borehole and then fight the Oompa Loompa boss for the second time in like 30 minutes. Only this time, I can tell what's happening because V isn't here. Third time's the charm, and fourth time's the harm, as Nero finds a phone station. He then states that he is in need of a tall Discord mommy immediately. Now prepared, Nero finally moves in to rematch the Demon King Urinative
Let's
for
go,
the
man.
final time.
Urizen, I finally come to stop your reign of terror and rescue Dante.
My name is Kyle. Why do you keep coming here?
Your taunting doesn't work on me, Uranemia.
Get the fuck out.
It's time for the fight that we've all been waiting for as Nero struggles to battle the demon equivalent of a diabetic man stuck in his chair. The point of the fight is that Urizen is guarded by a magic crystal so he can continue being hooked up to an IV bag of monster energy. And to fight him, Nero will first have to damage the crystal while juggling all of his attacks. And with only a sliver of health left and the crystal nearly destroyed, I die,
Easy.
so just
Easy
pretend
game.
that I got him.
What the hell?
You're not even a demon, you're just a little stupid guy, making me get out of my goddamn Fox News chair. You hate
Okay,
me because
now
I'm
he's serious.
beautiful,
Now
but if you
he's
got rid
serious.
of that yee-yee-ass haircut, you may get some bitches on your dick, or better yet, maybe V will call your dog ass
He's
when he's
gay
done fucking with that cat or whatever. Nero.
It's time for the real battle against Urizen to begin, unleashing all of the caffeine that he's accumulated. This fight is tough and requires all of the skills that you've mastered throughout your playthrough. Except, this is mission 8 out of 20. Needless to say, this fight is slightly psychotic.
We still have a lot to watch, man. Like, part 2 will
Okay,
come out
seriously though, you have to get out of the
tomorrow.
house now. You have to leave the house and not come back.
What is this?
You who dares
Dante.
interfere?
In his rage mode. Like Steam form, yeah. Like, I always loved the Dante part more. Like, even in League of Legends, like, if you know custom skins, you can install like custom skins for specific characters which are not like bound to the normal League of Legends rules. So players are just creating a bunch of skins, and for Samira, a champion which has like a combo meter, she has like a Dante skin with announcer, with this combo announcer dude. Like, I love it. I love this. And even with Dante's voice, I love it.
Devil
It's
may
insane.
cry.
Lamp oil, rope, bombs.
Like, jackpot.
I think it's
Iconic.
spreading.
It's yours, my friend.
Oh, fuck. Hey there, make yourself at home. My name is V, and there's a giant demon about to resurrect that I know about for reasons, and I need your help to stop it. I have heard that
Yes.
exact fucking stop talking like that. I have heard that exact fucking sentence 4 goddamn times now for like 20 years. Were you born yesterday?
Yes.
So, you'll kill the demon? That sounds good, and also I think you're really handsome and your tattoos look amazing and your voice isn't stupid. And also you're tall and have had sex at least once. We resume our perspective on the not quite present through the eyes of V as he attempts to find the fabled Sword of Redditors. But to do so, he will have to watch other people fight through a gauntlet of enemies, involving many challenges probably as he pretends to struggle to the exit. But as V moves through the level, you notice a feeling of remorse and of nostalgia, wondering where this feeling will lead him. His
Oh,
only
V
choice is to
Olympus
watch
again.
further as the level is played for him. Eventually, V comes upon 3 average white girls and also the sword. Amused for some reason, V is forced to interrupt the dance party of the Caucasoidal Femoids. The fight for control of the Starbucks is crazy and chaotic because you're using 3 guys to fight 3 guys, legally classifying it as an RTS. And like all white women, these enemies are hard to read. But
Yeah, you
even harder
control
to
your
read are my
units.
own
It's
fucking
an RTS,
attacks.
man.
However, V can read, and after hours of whatever this is, V reads a story where he wins the fight and the enemies die. What the hell?
What?
Please shut up for
every
1
fucking
second.
time.
We have
Every fucking time with the sound, man.
2
Even my fucking
options
PC
available
crashes.
to
Even I know it's from a video. It just was.
us. Either we let Urizen liquefy
It's like a
Nero
horror
and
game.
turn him into a small slushy, or I risk shish kebabbing Dante, which isn't that much of a choice. Now that I think about
God, yeah,
it,
man.
let's say it's a risk I'm willing to
Dante.
take.
No. He's not gonna let him, man. Made by Max0r. Man, I love the scene. We're gonna rate to part 2 tomorrow because I wanna fucking sleep and I'm fucking tired, man. And yeah, thank you for watching and leave a like and sub, I guess. Yeah, and I'll see you next time. Wafer out.